Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will talk about the top 10 anime villains who were right all along. Let's go! Number 10. Magase Ai, Babylon. Her role in the series is to test the boundaries of human morality and explore what it means to have free will. Through her manipulation and chaos, Magase forces people to confront their beliefs and justice, life and death. Her actions are unsettling and horrifying, but she raises thought-provoking questions about human nature and morality, making her one of the most disturbing yet fascinating villains in anime. Number 9. Reiner Braun, Attack on Titan. Reiner Braun from Attack on Titan is a character whose actions are driven by his duty to Marley and his people. Reiner's inner conflict as both a hero to some and a villain to others makes him one of the most relatable characters in the series. He's driven by a sense of obligation to protect his homeland, but he is constantly haunted by guilt and the weight of his actions. Reiner's complex motivations make it hard to label him as purely a villain. Number 8. Askeladd, Vinland Saga. Askeladd from Vinland Saga is one of those characters who blurs the line between villain and anti-hero. While he starts off as a merciless warrior and manipulator, his motivations run deeper than a simple greed or violence. Askeladd's long-term vision of saving his people from oppression and his complex relationship with Thorfinn make him a fascinating character. By the end of his arc, you might find yourself sympathizing with his actions even if you don't agree with all of them. Number 7. Shogo Makishima, Psychopath. Shogo Makishima from Psychopath was one of the most thought-provoking villains of the series. He rejected the idea of a society controlled by the Sibyl system, a dystopian AI that determines people's futures based on their mental state. Makishima believed in true human freedom and despised the way the Sibyl system stripped people from their autonomy. His actions to dismantle the system were violent and extreme, but his opposition to an authoritarian society struck a chord with many of us. Number 6. Scar, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. In Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, Scar begins as a vengeful killer, targeting state alchemists for their role in the destruction of his people. At first, his actions seem purely motivated by revenge, but as we learn more about Scar's past, his actions become more understandable. Scar isn't just seeking vengeance, he's trying to bring justice to his fallen people. As his character evolves, we see that Scar's rage is deeply tied to the injustices he has suffered, making him more than just a simple villain. Number 5. Zeke Yeager, Attack on Titan. Zeke Yeager from Attack on Titan comes in next. Zeke's plan to end the suffering of the Eldian people by ensuring they could never have children again is, well, shocking to say the least. But in his mind, it was the only way to end the cycle of hatred and violence that plagued the Eldians for generations. His euthanasia plan was horrifying, but it came from a place of wanting to end the suffering. While many oppose his methods, there is a grim logic to his reasoning. Number 4. Meruem, Hunter x Hunter. Meruem, the Chimera Ant King from Hunter x Hunter, starts as a merciless villain, but his journey leads him to question the nature of humanity. By the end of his arc, Meruem develops empathy and even begins to understand love and compassion, especially through his bond with Komugi. His evolution from a ruthless king to someone who questions his own role in the world makes him one of the most complex villains. In his final moments, it's clear that Meruem wasn't entirely wrong in questioning the flawed nature of humanity. Number 3. Stain, My Hero Academia. Stain, the hero killer from My Hero Academia, had one clear goal: expose the fake heroes who were only in it for the fame and fortune. While his methods were violent and unforgiving, Stain's ideology hit a nerve with both the audience and some of the characters in the show. He wanted a society where only true heroes, those who are selfless, could rise to the top. Stain's twisted sense of justice resonated, and even though he was a villain, you can't deny he had a point. Number 2. Pain, Naruto Shippuden. After losing everything in war, Pain believed that true peace could only be achieved through understanding pain. His pain to inflict suffering on the world, to make people understand the cost of violence is brutal, but rooted in his personal trauma. Pain's philosophy is extreme, but considering the endless cycle of war in the Naruto world, it's hard not to see where he's coming from. Number 1. Light Yagami, Death Note. Light's goal was to create a world free of crime, and while his methods were terrifying, it's hard to deny that his vision has some logic behind it. By using the Death Note to eliminate criminals, he wanted to make a world a better place. The big question is, does the end justify the means? Light's God complex took things too far, but his original goal had some merit. Which villain do you think had the most justified cause? Did I miss any characters you think deserve to be on this list? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for joining me for this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for more episodes. See you soon!